Hello everyone, welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Today we will show the poem to Sayori and Monica. Oh my goodness. This is so good, April. I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Ha ha ha. Jeez, Yudi's opinion was way more constructive. You sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Huh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's an April poem. And that makes me feel extra special. I can feel your feelings in it. And she hugs the sheet against her chest. You're weird, Sayori. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing right here in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, April. Deep down, you're not selfish at all. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if she sees my full picture, but I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here. That will be my way of thanking you. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too. Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning. Sorry. It makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed. Making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. It's very Sayori, to say the least. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky's blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. It's Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? She totally did. No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. This is amazing. I forgot to do it last night. Well, that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean, I still tried my best. Yeah. Didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. We think alike, myself. Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. There's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Hey, this was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. Next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. I guess I look forward to it. Last up, Monica. Hi April. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Yep, that's me IRL. That's very me. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, April. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But that sort of barrier we're all going to get past soon. That's true. Answer my poem. I like it, April. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Haha. Oh jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read something by Shel Silverstein? Yeah, maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poem can be funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get a meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. Love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write. What did it say? Don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ha ha ha. Want to read my poem? You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, I have to sound confident. Doesn't know I'm always that way. Well, let's read it. Hole in wall. It could not have been me. See the direction. The sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I'd be inside for a clue. No, I can see and feel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. What a fascinating poem. What do you think? Very free form, if that's what you call it. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. A lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, is Monica's writing tip of the day? Sometimes your brain gets too fixated, don't try to make perfect. Yeah, whatever. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. I guess that's everyone. That was more stressful than anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. It is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. She returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy? Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and April did too. Based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And April liked my poem too, you know. Even told me he was impressed by it. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress a new member, Yuri. That's not what You're just... Maybe you're just jealous that April appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. How do you know she didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of the way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size big as soon as April started. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. April, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Sorry, looking at my phone. Sorry, I'm totally not paying attention, hold on. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, April. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Oh god, I hit the wrong button. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, April? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well... But Natsuki has a point. I think that, like my brain in an attempt to back myself up, conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, I did it, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yes, so, you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Huh. Thanks for noticing. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. Sure, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, April. Sheesh. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. But everyone stops staring at me. Anyway, the thing is about your boobs. I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated Sayori. I pat her on the shoulder. Well, now we're past that. Everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, April. To be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the racing around we got a little too used to. Haha. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit. And we also do literature related things in the club room. So pick up a book or do some writing maybe. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Haha, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth so far. Okay everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. April, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was neat to talk about it with everyone. Awesome. We'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little about the kinds of poems everyone writes. If any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. April, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. 3 years a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't say I'm not enjoying it though. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Just want your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phil. You know, April, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And everyone really likes you. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. She still hasn't got the situation I'm in. Being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Or we'll just see what the future holds. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Oh, I need to write a poem again. Alright, heart. Chocolate. She liked that, that's good. Doki Doki, she also likes that. Fantasy. Daydream. Oh, Sayori is into that, alright. Rose, Sayori is also into that. Huh. Valentine, that's Natsuki. Beauty, that's alright. Memories, Sayori once again. I want Natsuki, damn it. Bouncy, yeah, Natsuki, alright. Smile, nah, that's Sayori bad. Kawaii, that's Natsuki. Bunny, also Natsuki. Parfait, that's Natsuki. Pout, Natsuki, cool. Lollipop is what Natsuki likes. Candy is what Natsuki likes. Landscape, fireflies. Fireflies, that's Sayori, bad. Pure, Natsuki likes that. Skirt, Natsuki also like that. Alright. It's time for the club meeting already, and it's time for the end of the video. Goodbye.